Right back. That's that Snoop the Cali Rose.
Cali Rose.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's more. It's a more sweet one, huh?
Well, not right now because I just ate those. But
So it's a little tangy, or not tangy. It's got that like.
But all that tastes like a little weird to me.
Bitterness
I've been sipping mimosas like a motherfucker recently.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I knew you was sipping mimosa. I think it was last episode. I think it was like episode 20, whatever. I was like, this motherfucker asked me. He's like, "Hey, you want a mimosa?" He's like, "Hey, you want a mimosa?" Like all happy and shit. I said, "I'm straight." I think I had wine. No, I had coffee at the time.
Yeah, he was
I was like,
coffee.
"Nah." I said, "I don't even want to waste the coffee." I was like,
narc.
"Let me fuck with that coffee."
Telling you, I don't know. If you make the good mix with the mimosas, then them shits go crazy. Can't even lie.
These beers been in the fridge for a grip.
Damn.
I say at least like 2 months.
Is that Modelo still in there?
Yeah, that Modelo. Oh, and it's at the back of the fridge, so it might be frozen.
You know we don't drink.
Yeah, exactly. The motherfuckers rather smoke than drink. Actually, I think most people would. I think more people smoke than people drink, or I feel like
more people smoke weed and cigarettes for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that seems like alcohol or beer and cigarettes are a huge thing. So it's like
that's debatable because I don't know because there's a lot of
out of those
alcoholics.
three. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and it's a lot easier to get. Not everybody gonna have a plug, but anybody can go to like the local gas station and steal a Four Loko. I ain't saying go steal them, but
depending on where you at, you can.
I'm just saying that's.
I know in Louisiana, you can go to the Walmart and at the checkout they have bottles like Hennessy, Jack Daniels, all that, like full size bottles by the checkout. I'm like, oh, it's just legal here.
Where at?
Louisiana,
and they got it at just
Walmart checkout.
Walmart. I thought they just had like the soft shit, like the wines.
I think it's due to state law. That's what I figured. Because when I was there was like literally with a wall of you know how they be having the baseball cards and all the random chargers and shit right by the checkout.
Yeah,
it was all bottles.
Damn,
all fucking bottles.
I guess it depends on the state you're in because Walmart just abides by the they buy by the state. But I would still assume. I don't know. All of my friends, at least, I would assume they prefer because drinking alcohol, like you gotta like that shit don't taste good. Can't nobody sit here and say. Unless you mixing it, other than that, like you can't sit here and tell me that shit.
You just gotta. You usually gotta like the feeling. It gotta be the feeling that you're chasing, because there's no way that anybody like the taste. Oh well, no, you don't. Because alcohol is nasty unless you like a connoisseur and you've grown accustomed to the taste of alcohols and you like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, true.
But nah, man, you know, and I know that shit don't taste good, but it make you look cool if you don't make a face after you drink it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like beer, I can fuck with beers. I can only fuck with like Modelo and Corona though. Now, Corona shots. I can fuck with, but I love fucking with it shots is like the easiest. I don't like mixed drinks because they take too long. Like
I don't want to keep remembering.
I'm gonna be full. Like I'm gonna be full of liquids just because like I'm over here continuously drinking a mixed drink. I got like a 12 ounce of whatever soda, and then
give
I got
me
a
2 double shots over the mixed drink. We're gonna be the same amount of drunk by the time you're done with that, and we'll go from there.
But like I don't know.
And it's quicker.
I just think everybody would prefer to fucking be hot because
everybody I know
performance
for sure.
And all that shit. It's just like I ain't never been to the point where I couldn't like move. Like you know what I'm saying? Drunk. I'm talking about drunk. Nah, I'm talking about drunk. Chill out, bro. They got me. I'm right-handed. Hey, nah, you already know about that
nigga
story.
quick. That nigga quick to fall asleep.
I can drop whether I'm
video.
drunk, whether I'm high, whether I'm shit.
Man, this is not your first one, but we forgot to mention the last one. That boy 25 years old now.
Oh shit, yeah, because last one was like a couple days after my birthday. I think it was like the 27th when
we got carried away. I remember looking at the time like, damn, we
like my birthday was on Sunday. Like Sundays is our original, like the OG, like probably like 10 episodes. Well, not 10. Yeah, probably that long ago.
The first 10 episodes.
Yeah, like the first 10 episodes, it was the same routine at the same time, and then it kind of from there we realized like, oh, it's not really. All it takes is a day to edit. I mean, it all depends on really upload speed and all that shit. That's like the longest part of it all, but. It's pretty simple, but yeah, we show fucking. Then we just start moving past it. I think that's why. Hell, I didn't even do nothing for my birthday. I was just chilling, shit.
I didn't need. Well, I took shrooms, but technically I ain't go nowhere, no shit.
Yeah.
But I definitely took a trip. Nothing wrong with that, man. And the older you get, the more the birthdays don't really.
Yeah.
You don't really do too much unless you're one of them people that like to go out to clubs and you go out to eat with your friends and all that. Usually, I don't know, man. I'm usually at the crib on my shit. Being an adult, I done had to work on my birthday a few times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, nah. My birthday's always on a holiday.
Shit. Oh yeah, because you got
September
Labor
4th
Day.
to Labor Day every year.
My shit was all
straight.
My shit was on like Saturday or Sunday this year, so I got away with this one. But I know my shit's been on Mondays a few times.
Yeah, sometimes I should be on like on a Wednesday or some shit off day, but it's always Labor Day. Or I think I don't know how that works.
I never experienced the fucking your parents bringing cupcakes and shit for the class. Summertime, baby. No matter where I'm at, north or south. And plus, fuck all that. That was stupid anyway. But yeah, they bring in the cupcakes and everything. But oh my God, it's Brody's birthday. He the only one who ain't wearing school clothes. What's going on? And then his mama come in with some cupcakes or some shit. Like, yo, shit, this love in their household. This love. He must got his dad.
Yo, hey, we in the comment section, or not in the comment section, in the group message today. One of my, I think it was my cousin. He responded to one of our homeboys. He said, "Damn, how does it feel?" It's like 10 of us in a group, 10 of us in a group. He said, "How does it feel to be the only person in here that had both their parents their whole life?"
That is crazy.
And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Not that motherfucker's parents is dead or nothing like that. If that was the case, that'd be a violation." But he was just saying like they was the only like actual couple married the whole time, like. Known them and everything like that through our entire life since birth. So I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. But shit, speaking of birth,
it'd be the ones like that still end up on some gangster shit.
Yeah,
got both their parents and everything. They be gangster as hell for no reason.
Facts.
I'm not saying this is a specific situation, but you know how that go. How y'all been, man? You see, we starting to drop the clips.
We got a lot of clips.
We dropping clips. Fuck it, every day. Every day until a podcast.
Almost hit 2
Saturday.
Today. Yeah, almost hit 2 today.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm gonna just I'll do like we do a clip in a short a day or whenever.
Okay,
shorts really just be random.
Yeah, sure.
But y'all see them shorts that shit.
You see the shorts. You seen Le'Veon Bell.
You just slept. Shit, like in the shorts alone, it was like one hit 40K, one hit like 20K, one hit like all within the span of a week. I was like,
and
damn.
we definitely. I was about to say something when we hit was it 600? We had 700 plus subscribers right now.
Yeah, we hit. It was this little surge. Crazy. I did that live. I shared it onto the bigger channel and hit the lives. From there, like a lot of traction. Like as soon as I did like the interview, as soon as that interview dropped, a lot of people like migrating over from that shit. I was like, oh shit, that's dope. Appreciate you, because it hit 600. Like I think we just talked in the last episode how we had just hit 600, and then that shit just skyrockets to fucking 7. Now we pretty much got all the monetization shit. It's really just the watch hours that's gonna take the longest. But
them clips gonna do that.
Yeah, clips don't count as watch hours. That's so petty. It just views. It's not really a real statistic on your thing. They count shorts as its own, like.
No, not shorts. Clips, like clips of this.
Oh yeah, clips.
You scared the fuck out. I said, how the fuck did they know?
My bad. I heard shorts in my head for some reason.
We talked about that. Because if it was for the shorts, we would have been up. It would have been good already.
Yeah, really is like the clips that we eating off of, to be honest. Not like we eating, but you know what I'm saying? That's where the channel doing really well.
Because we get it. Like watching a 59
hour,
hour
pretty much.
It's like, okay, I'll watch some of it, but I got to go do other shit. But now this way, you can come watch the clip. You can come see, you know, oh shit, I want to hear about this. I don't want to hear about that. I'm going to like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
that's why we did that.
More convenient. So you guys can really indulge in this shit. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Watch the content.
And it's like, it's purely like, what gets uploaded is like the highlight. For the clips, it's like the highlight. So you'll see like one of the highlighted topics, and however many topics we have, it's just like we're going to pick the top ones, and then like for instance, the start of this, to some people, we probably like was just rambling on. I don't even know what we was talking about, but you know what I'm saying? Like somebody might have viewed that and be like, they might have just clicked off the video. And then
the YOLO gummies.
Yeah, right. And we might talk we might be talking about something interesting to them later, but the fact that first bit wasn't it, they be like, damn. But then they come back because they seen the clip. They're like, oh shit, they talk about this. They wearing the same shit. I said, oh, I must have missed that in the episode. I should have just stayed watching it. And now we got another watch.
Don't worry about it. You can just watch the clip and get to it when you can. I ain't gonna force you to sit an hour through it. Silly on our part, but we're growing. Remember, grow with us. That's our thing. The longest,
bro. I want to talk about. Well, before we get into anything, I just want to, you know what I'm saying. RIP, PNB Rock. Yeah, I don't like to sit there and like, you know what I'm saying. Like, the Dolph shit just seems so recent. Like all this stuff just seems so recent, and then and I ain't gonna sit here and say like, oh, I'm his biggest fan, nothing like that. But I liked a lot of songs by him. You know, one of my favorite fucking being Too Many Years with him and Kodak.
Glacier put me on.
And then another one, Middle Child. Sure.
He put me on the PNB Rock completely.
Yeah, I think Glacier put me on.
When he said his name, I was like,
no, actually, it was Kodak.
Rock?
It was literally that song by Kodak.
I was like, PNB Rock? What the fuck is that like a
and
group?
Everybody know that one. It's like Everywhere. I forgot. I don't even know how it go. It's like one of his big. I would have to look at that.
Every Day We Lit.
Every Day We Lit. Yeah,
him and Lucci. Selfish. Horses.
Mm-hmm.
He got a song called Rose Gold with King Von and that one crazy.
Yeah, his shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, so RIP to that man. But I seen like, you know, anytime shit like this happen, a lot of like social media kind of be getting out of hand. Like, I mean, of course, the Queen just passed. They got social media and deaths is just wild. Like the Queen shit. The Queen shit. I was like, okay. I ain't gonna agree to disagree. Y'all feel how y'all feel. That's on y'all.
Some people, they got
Black and Irish
receipts.
Twitter was going crazy.
They got receipts on. You know what I'm saying? I just don't play with the diz. So
but the PNB Rock shit I seen on No Jumper today. First of all, I don't. Was it in LA? It happened.
Yep. Unfortunately.
So Boosie, like, you know, I don't know if you saw the tweet or whatever. Boosie like put out there, like,
murder capital.
Murder capital, calling LA the murder capital. And I was like,
I'm
damn.
gonna be honest.
And
it's what it's looking like, and I feel so it's bad because you know LA is the mecca for a lot of shit. You know,
Cali
in general. Yeah, that's a better way.
I would say Cali is like what everybody deems the American dream.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood.
You want to go, like, that's what movies and shit. Most of the movies come from. Well, at least before.
That's where the gangs originated from. Not the like gangs. Height, I'm just saying.
You know, for like black people, we like, oh, this is where gangs is from. I mean, of course, it's not a good thing, but you know, it's popular, so it's part of the culture. Fucking Roscoe's, unfortunately, all the shit that you see in movies that you want to go see. And when you like get money, they say like, yeah, you get money, you gonna move to LA or some shit. But unfortunately, there are people that grew up in LA that never touched the money. They just seen a bunch of people getting money. So them being, you know, indigent and they sitting there like, fuck, man, I wish I can get some bread and everything. They see you getting money. They don't know your story. They don't know that you've been.
They know you got something they want.
Oh,
they literally just know you. They got something you want.
It was like, okay, he got on a nice chain and a watch. They're not even thinking like, oh shit, if I get this chain and watch, they probably not even gonna give me no real money for it because they know it's stolen or whatever the case may be. Fuck it, I want his chain and watch, and if he give me any problems, I'm gonna kill him. Not thinking I'm definitely gonna get caught. That's what been happening for the last couple rappers, fucking from Pop Smoke to Young Dolph, PNB Rock, Draco the Ruler, X. All these people, I mean, they weren't all robbery situations, but they were senseless violence that happened. Not X didn't happen in Cali, and Dolph didn't happen in Cali, but they were all senseless, violent acts that could have definitely been avoided if niggas wasn't hating so much.
And you know what? I decided to look in the comments. I usually just look at the comments from time to time because it's always. I just knew somebody was gonna violate. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I just know somebody here going to violate, but I didn't think it was going to be, you know what I'm saying, nothing crazy or anything like that, which I didn't really see too much. But I seen one that stuck out, and this motherfucker said, it was a whole bunch of people liked it too. It was like the Waffle House, or no, I don't know, it didn't happen at Waffle House, like Chicken and Waffles the place.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh, okay, yeah. But what happened, they said that, I'm trying to replay it, recall it in my head, but they were talking about like, well, that's what you get when you walk in a Waffle House, with and they just put the chain emoji.
Okay, that was
with a 100K plus chain, and I was like,
I'm gonna be honest. No, continue. No, finish your.
Now I looked at it, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And people were liking, like I think it had like 100 likes, or I could be wrong, but I'm like looking at that. Some people was like going back and forth, but as soon as I see it, I'm like, damn, bro, like you shouldn't have to like feel like the motherfucker worked hard. You don't know what he went through to get that chain, to earn that chain, to be able to afford that chain. You know, if he was earning a chain, but I'm just going off the comment. Like, you don't know what a motherfucker, like, he's showing off what he worked for. Even if he couldn't barely afford it, he got it. He got it at the end of the day. It's his chain. Now, you going to go ahead and say, like, that's just like what I seen a comment that responded to, because I was like, yo, that's so fucked up. What kind of logic is that? You can't have nice shit, or if you do, you got to expect people to take them. It shouldn't be like that.
You literally got to
but that's the world
celebrate in silence.
Exactly.
That's
like, you can't be proud of yourself.
Now.
You can't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody like, oh, he got a Corona. I want a Corona, and like come yank my Corona out my hand. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
And you know what's crazy though? There's people out there that think like that.
Truly,
he got a Corona. I don't have a Corona. Fuck it, I want it. Exactly. Now it's one thing. This is not a good example because that's a beverage. Some people could be thirsty and be starving, and then they have to go do what they got to do. But it's not even that. This man just got killed over some fucking accessories. If we just being honest, these are accessories. This is not even the whole fucking fit. He's just taking a piece of jewelry. Either the person who did it, either gonna keep it and wear it like, oh yeah, I've been grinding or whatever until you get caught, because the dickhead gonna get caught.
He going on no jumper. He gonna post. He gonna send it to everybody.
He gonna try to go sell it. He try to go sell it. That shit. What? The person gonna probably they gonna buy the chain off you. They probably gonna give you like 2 racks for it, because they know he probably just stole this shit. He's down bad. Because if he really had money, he wouldn't be in here. So which means I give you $2,000 for it. Turn around, sell it for $15,000, $30,000. And you be like, man, he just robbed me. You robbed somebody for that. You a fuck. First of all, you're dirty anyway for doing what you did.
Grimy as hell.
But I'm just gonna be 100% honest real quick. Y'all, I get it. I grew up in the same environments y'all grew up in. You want to show off your accomplishments. Put this shit in their face. Like, man, I've been through so much. Y'all wouldn't even understand. But this lets you see the real me. Like, shows you what I think of myself and all the shit I accomplished. This gold chain with the diamonds or whatever the case may be, y'all, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If somebody run up on you and they want that accessory off your fucking neck, give them that accessory, because that's all it is. It's an accessory that you bought. Maybe you might have spent too much money on it, or you spent all your money on it, and you like, fuck, I can't, or you just like on the street shit, like, damn, they're gonna clown me if I got my chain took. Get that fucking chain up. You could buy another one. You can go tell your story about it. You can shoot a music video about it, make enough money to buy you another chain, a whole new kit, goddamn. But come on, bro. Y'all really feel like an accessory is worth your life? Somebody run up on you with somebody who obviously fucked up in the head enough to think that running up on you in broad daylight or at the nighttime, regardless.
They don't be caring what time it is.
In LA, that's where it's crazy, because
usually
broad daylight is happening now.
Yeah, it's like broad daylight. They've been robbing people. Not much happens at night.
They've been robbing people in Rodeo and shit just off of their watches. Like, you see a rich couple sitting out there with the outdoor dining, they're like, oh, let me get that. And a lot of people from the Cali Banging Reddit page, I be on Reddit, I ain't gonna lie. Cali Banging, Chiracology, New York State of Mind, Philly Wiki, and Philly Scoreboard. I be on all them shits. But on the Cali Banging one, a lot of people think it's because of EDD. Remember how they was doing
music?
The unemployment fraud.
The
education.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Whatever.
I was thinking of that. I don't know what I was thinking of.
Something. I don't know. It was Cali's version of unemployment.
Okay.
A lot of people was getting rich off it. Like even people from New York, not telling, because I ain't saying nobody's name, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Somebody
just start name dropping.
For real.
Fuck all y'all.
It was Brenda Letitia. But people from New York was moving over to RP. Stacey Dash just found out, but I've been new. But people from New York was moving to LA. That's how good the scam was. Like, that's how crazy it was. They think, a lot of people think it's because that EDD run was so plentiful for everybody that when everybody fucked that money up and that shit dried up, they got to taste it too much.
And now they need it. Like, they got to have it in their
life.
life.
I was living like this. I was broke. Then I started living so crazy that I don't want to lose this feeling. It's like the same way somebody who does hard drugs, they're always chasing that high. Now, because you've been fucking cursed with that money that you scammed or you scammed yourself for, you always want that high. You want that money again so you can.
And you don't want to go through the work. You remember what it felt like to be broke, but now it just feels even worse because you had the chance. You had your hands on some money, like you said.
Yeah, that's the part right there. You had the chance.
Exactly. Yeah. And now you just like, you really need that shit. You got to fulfill that shit. And you don't want to go through that pain again any longer than you have to. Like, you like, man, I went through that shit for 17 years and I came up, or 18 years. I ain't saying to children I do it. I'm just saying how long you went through that struggle, and then you finally get a taste of some money. You fuck it up. But, like,
Y'all not hearing.
Yeah, you got you were saying some good shit. This whole thing, that was some good shit said.
Y'all not hearing.
But now they want it quick. They want it quick again. And what's the quickest way to get it? Not work for it. It's take it, right? That's the logic, man. And that shit is crazy.
Some
like, come
really
on, man.
Think like, man, fuck
you might just have to work for it.
And the way when he said they had it and they fucked it up, and they had their chance, that's the craziest shit. Cause now when they fuck that money up, they're like, damn. I'm not saying everybody is like super business minded. Like, I want to open up a fucking laundromat and make this residual income and all this shit. Not everybody think like that. It's the right way to think. Not everybody thinks like that. He or she probably like, damn, I ran up 20, 30 racks. I didn't buy no peas. I ain't start no clothing line. I ain't get my barber license. I ain't do shit. I just bought a bunch of shit that I don't even remember what I bought. I need this money back ASAP so I can have a plan B. And that plan B was always going to get somebody killed or thrown in jail.
Yep. Because that's that crazy feeling you get shit like that. But then I like what one person said, how they said that, that's what you get when you walk into with 100K, when you walk in somewhere with a 100K chain on. But I liked how somebody said, they were like, so that's just like saying a girl was raped and it's her fault because she wore a skirt. And I was like, damn, now that's fucking true. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that shit wild as hell. And I hope him giving that comparison, because that was a good ass fucking comparison. That it like woke something up in his mind. Hopefully he deleted that. I ain't really check on that. But yeah, that shit. I didn't even know LA was that bad. But shit,
LA been bad for a minute, but
LA, we said LA is the mecca of a lot.
R.I.P. Draco the Ruler.
Yes, sir. That was crazy too.
Ever since.
I hope, have they any information released on it? It's been kind of like, it was like a lot of like,
no one said nothing.
Like
so
a lot
it's
of
like,
shit. Yeah.
I mean, according to the streets, that's a
Lucky
successful.
Charleston White wasn't in there.
I'm telling you,
everybody in that bitch is going down.
They said they don't like him, but Lord
hey,
knows,
he kind of crazy guy too.
He only got one eye.
Huh?
This one. Is he this one or this one's a glass one? That's why I always stay still.
I was wondering why that bitch wasn't up.
He talk about that's why he maneuvering correctly. That's why he be like, I'm gonna get away with it. If I kill one of these rappers, I'm gonna get away with it. I'm a handicapped, frail, small man. You running up on me trying. That's why I sprayed you with the mace. And if I had a gun, I would have killed you. Money Man too.
Didn't Uncle Ruckus have a fake eye?
Nah, his shit was just like really big and ugly. Like it didn't have no skin.
He's Uncle Ruckus, the skin.
Money Man, I don't think a lot of people know this. Well, he be putting contacts on shit. And shit now on it.
That shit.
But either Money Man like left eye is either fake or it's like it don't move, it don't work, like it don't move and shit. No bullshit.
That's not funny, man. But
I'm not even saying no funny shit. He be putting like the Naruto Sharingans and shit.
Oh yeah,
I be lemons and lemonade. But I peeped it and I'm like, I remember I looked it up. I'm like, Money Man's eye. I'm like, no one else see this shit. I'll come back in a few months.
Yeah. You always gotta look for them comments because somebody be thinking the same thing. Even though you got a fucked up like sense of thinking, it's like you wouldn't comment it, but you kind of like, damn, I bet you in your mind you like I could see somebody comment this shit.
I'm like,
you see it,
no
I'm
way
like, yo, they wow.
I can't be the only one who saw this shit. I fuck with Money Man shit, but
so we talked. You know how we were talking about like LA being like the mecca, like it's just like crazy. Like they started a lot. They got a lot of trends going on, like and going to the weed world and shit like that with it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the I remember we talked off camera about the whole, how it seems that there's some issues with cookies and like other places, just like the falling off. Not I'm not like pointing any fingers or anything like
little
that.
Small
I remain
drifts.
neutral on a lot of things because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? If I know and I like directly knew like, hey, cookies was at fault or this person was at fault, like I would you
about to speak on the cookies?
Yeah,
all right, before you start, I'm gonna shoot y'all some bail before we start. I believe, I'm not sure, Cookies is about to be doing a collaboration with Desto Dub. That's an awful lot of cookies. I saw it on Blasie's.
I can see that.
I don't know why I said that. Blasie's Sandbox channel. He got a Sandbox where he talks about his was a vlog of his workshop.
Yeah.
Desto Dub was in there making up like graphics with him, and I saw it. That's an awful lot of cookies. That's an exclusive, I think. I don't know. Ooh. Shout out to LMC. Desto Dub and Cookies.
Breaking news.
That's an awful lot of cookies.
From
so shout out to Cookies.
That's a short.
Shout out to Cookies for fucking with like a small brand and giving them the opportunity to
for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah. No matter what people say about Burner, any of that type of stuff, that shit is like you can't like not like whether you want to say corporate this or the weed's bad, blah blah blah. I mean that motherfucker really built something. I ain't gonna sit here and knock them. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. I generally support the whole thing, movement and stuff like that. But I be seeing stuff and I just be like, whoa, but shit, I be thinking that's about everything. You can always see some bad and some shit, but I see the good for the most part. That motherfucker really put his business out there, and
especially from the
you
outside,
gotta respect the hustle at least.
We don't got no choice but to see the good and the bad because we don't understand what all goes into it. And by the way, shout out to Desto Dub, hustling ass nigga.
Now,
facts.
Yeah, he got.
That's why he got the cookies thing.
He been popping and shit, especially when he got on No Jumper. Even before
the COVID
that, but like
shit.
the rappers and all that shit.
I think he had the biggest turn up in the coronavirus. He used to be Lil Pump's hype man. Yeah.
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Let's get it. I ain't gonna lie, he had him
quick.
like a little 6ix9ine wave.
Yeah, he did,
but it fell off.
Shit got scary.
Him and 6ix9ine had the same career.
Apparently,
they got really big.
Nah, Lil Pump didn't get hated. Lil Pump got hated. When he tried to fuck with Trump. Hold on. Talk about the cookie thing.
Let's get back on that. We don't get that into that. So Cookies,
get to the fucking point.
You cut me off, but that's why we didn't get to it.
I had to press the button and let them know this. It's still here.
Yeah, we do be forgetting to press that bitch. I say that shit every episode in premieres. No, so remember how we talked about as like we seen this shit with Young LB on not No Jumper. Yeah, on No Jumper.
Drink
interview.
Champs too.
Yep, Young LB. He was in on Drinks Champs, but and really you can kind of grasp from a lot of this stuff that there was some issues, or that there was a splitting between like Cookies, and there was some I don't know if some people noticed, it kind of like seemed like there was some issues within like Runtz themselves. But most people could see that there was some conflict or something like, hey, Cookies and Runtz no longer fuck with each other. There's no longer the Cookie Boys or whatever. And it's not like they just like, they hate each other. You could just kind of tell there was like some tension, because when things got brought up in certain interviews, like the Drink Champs or especially the No Jumper, when that really made it clear. Because at first they would always like, the Cookies, they would bring it up and they would just like kind of allude to like, You knew something happened. You knew there was a splitting. And it was like, yeah, but they don't really talk about it. But in the No Jumper one, Young LB, he opened up to Adam 22 and he like really said some stuff after I kind of already figured like Cookies done fell off with a lot of people from like Connected to Jungle Boys. Now they still heavy with C Junkie and then Runtz. So I was like, something seemed a little off. I'm not pointing any fingers. I'm not saying like, but I'm like I said, I'm gonna remain neutral, but I am gonna voice my opinion on it, and I'm gonna tell you why. So. This motherfucker want to keep leaning on me, but there seemed like there was some tension and everything, and they asked him about Cookies, and he brought up like Young LB was like, he kind of said, yeah, when you got a business or whatever like that, and it's with 3 people, it's majority vote because you got 3 people, it's 3 votes, and Ray Bomba and fucking Burner were obviously more close because like. He'd been a family friend. He's married to his sister or something like that, and had been like that way for years, like a 15-year friend or something like that, supposedly. And so the relationship, it lies a lot stronger with that rather than compared to Young LB. So he would say like said that how they always voted. He always got like shit. They always voted me out, blah blah blah. And I was like, damn. I was like, that's they just like running on you. You just there pretty much. You just like marketing you whatever. But then he kind of like was like. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? I trusted them, blah, blah, blah. Like, so he kind of like, at first it was like, oh, shit, like, what happened to like, okay, he was like, I'm going to just let them do their thing. Shit, I know what I'm going to do. But he ain't seemed really negative at that point anymore. I was like, okay. But it still seems like something was up because they ain't directly, like, laid out everything. But that's, it's personal issues. And the world ain't got to know. They know. So we talked about it and shit like that. Remember we talked about it in the past. But have you seen the video, Luke from LMC? You seen his video? He did a video like on the Runtz and Cookies. Oh, it just dropped yesterday. You probably
if it dropped yesterday,
you have to watch it. But I'm
gonna fuck with it.
Pretty much everything we talked about is pretty much it. Well, one thing I want to say, shout out to Luke, because Luke, cool ass dude. I've talked to him in Providence.
Makes great content.
Times. And he has a media platform, and the media's job is to really get some stuff out there with the people want. If the people want to know about this, that that's what he's gonna do. And I like the fact that there was some stuff between him and Cookies prior, when he did the documentary on them. It was some stuff. It seemed like and Cookies wanted that. It just seemed like there's something that I remember seeing in the videos, or whatever. But even though that happened, he still stayed neutral. He still stayed unbiased. He didn't like say like, oh, fuck Cookies, Cookies some snakes, blah blah blah. He looked at it from both perspectives, because he could have easily been biased just due to the past tension between himself and Cookies. But I don't know if since then it's been squashed or whatever. Not saying it's like a big problem, but I liked how he remained neutral in the whole thing, and he was like, media, that that's what I'm here to do. And he talked about it. He played that clip from No Jumper. He played various other clips, and he was just like. He was like saying like you gotta like really know, like friendship is more important than like money or something like that, and as well as like he really just was pointing out some stuff. He was like saying like, hey, I could see it how from Cookies it's probably just a misunderstanding, and Young LB just felt left out, or Ray Bomba felt left out. But then he brings up some like posts from like a year and a half ago, and it was Burner like going back. I guess Ray Bomba was like upset with Burner at the time. And he wasn't going to like any.
I know. It's crazy. I remember the tweet.
Yeah,
shit. I don't even like even.
Burner was going in, right? Burner was going like
Ray Bomba lean at it.
Yeah. He was like saying all this shit, like you be missing all this, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that part.
Then hit him with the video saying, hey, if you got a friend that is suffering from like this lean addiction.
No, that's what Burner did to him?
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to quote, but I know he either texted it or he made the video. But he definitely said that lean is a hell of a drug and all that extra shit when that whole shit was like, I remember that specifically.
And they was like, damn.
Please continue. This is crazy.
Yeah, I was like kind of
old.
Like watching all this shit, I'm just sitting there like, and I already felt like I said, like they seen cookies fall off with these different people, and I was always kind of skeptical. I'm like, I even told you several times, I was like, I think something up with cookies. Now, like saying they corrupt or anything like that, it just seems like something is up with them. Like
you can't always be the innocent one.
Yeah. It's just like it's a lot. Like it not that I'm saying anything is bad. I'm literally just saying something seems to be up. Like
for example,
they seem to be the problem. You know when you see a girl, she got like 5 different dudes.
Oh my life, I was finna say
that. Right. Say less.
I'm telling you, it's the same way.
But like when you see a girl and she done been through 5 niggas and she just talking about this dude the problem, that dude the problem. It's like how they all the problem. And the same thing keep happening. It's like maybe, and I'm seeing tendencies in you. Like maybe it's you. You never know. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's looking like from the outside. Like I said, they know, we don't. That's between them. But we gonna talk about it. Your business is our business. You are a public company.
I done spent money on cookies. I done spent money on Runtz.
Exactly. I've been in the shop too. Shit. Exactly.
It's over. I'm sorry, guys.
But that shit, I was like, man, there's some stuff going on. Because I remember also, let's just talk about a lot of this. Fuck it. I'm just kind of like bringing them, briefly mention them, but the crowd might know. So we talked about the No Jumper episode, how some stuff was said. We talked about, I don't remember the Ray Mamba and First Smoke of the Day episode. I don't think he really said much. The Drink Champs, we talked about that.
You just talked about origins and shit like that.
Another one. What else? The Connected one. The Connected, Caleb from Connected, that episode on First Smoke of the Day, the stuff, it got brought up with, about cookies or whatever. They brought up the cookies thing, and it was briefly touched on, and pretty much what happened was, for those that don't know, a lot of people probably know, but Connected was growing for cookies. They had, like, the biscotti and various other ones. I'm not sure if it's gay or pagan, but I know for sure they had biscotti. And, Burner is pretty much like, hey, we're gonna bring you in, you're gonna be our grower, blah blah blah. They kind of tailored their like logo and stuff to them, I believe, like the whole theme of it with the blue and all. Don't quote me on that, but they were, what I'm saying, they were part of it. It's kind of like how Jokes Up got people on their swing, the different strains. It was similar to that. They were just fucking with them, right? And it's like, hey, we boys, whatever. But they was also going to like the competitors, apparently, and they was going to the competitors and fuck with the competitors that's competing with these growers. So you got 2 growers and you got them like they competitors, and it's not like they trying to like shit on each other, but at the same time, like,
I get it.
They thinking it's an exclusive thing. You gonna fuck with them, but it's like you turn around and you go fuck with the other person and not fuck with them. They ain't not posting their stuff. They really pushing after them, and they just kind of like leaving them out to the drop.
I think they was like.
So then they like, all right, well, the contract's up. They kept paying them the money. It was like 25.
Oh, the royalties.
Yeah, the royalties. I was about to. I want to underball it. Almost underball it. I was gonna say like $25K a month, but I don't even think it was that. I think it was way more than that. They was paying.
I think I know.
Connected was paying. Caleb said they were paying.
I thought
cookies.
It was 6 figures.
It might have been $250,000. I
think it was 6 figures,
and this was per month. I don't know. They were paying them a shit ton per month. But that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that after. But fucking, I'm just gonna stop touching it. Cookies. And that whole thing. It's like, all right, something seemed wrong. But they kept paying them money. They finished out the contract, and they went their ways. They had Burner put on his story about that. There was arguments over that going on social media about how like, hey. This strain is ours. How you gonna blah blah blah?
I think they also responsible for Gushers. Yeah. I wasn't sure, but I feel like I'm more sure now. They might have been responsible for Gushers too.
But they were going back and forth about that type of shit. It's like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Burner pretty much just said fuck them or some shit like that. In a way, like it was on a story and shit like that. He was just saying like, because they wanted the flavors, they came up with the flavors, whatever. I don't know I think Burner named them, but they bred them, whatever.
Yeah,
because
he said he named his album after it. Yeah, whatever the strain was, he named it.
I know Biscotti
might have been Biscotti,
but
he named his album after it, and he was writing to it and everything. And when the shit came, when all the beef went down, he scrapped it and was like, I just washed my hands of it. Damn, how do I know this? Who was somebody shit? He was talking about it on somebody's shit.
It might have been $1 Million Worth of Game or some shit. It sounded like some shit.
I forgot he was on that shit.
Yeah.
It might have been that.
That was a good one.
He said what he was writing. He was writing an album to it because Burner likes his music. Hey, he
That's good. He like it. Yeah. that shit was
good ass
Future verse was hard on Draped Up.
Yeah, I don't really remember it no more though. But
Drake,
anyway.
Drake.
It might not. Nigga said Drake.
I don't even know.
But he said he was writing the album to it, and when all the shit hit the fan and the niggas was beefing over it, he said he washed his hands of it. He didn't want nothing to do with it no more. So I don't know. But it was either Biscotti or it must have been the Gusher shit. I don't remember. It was something other. It was one of the two, and he's. He real extra when it comes to his music. Just show the passion of his music.
Yeah, for sure. He be marketing his
he
shit
was
well.
like, man, I felt this strain felt like my best work and everything. And
yeah, he probably sold that shit right along the albums on the shelf at the other thing.
But that's
like
the thing though. When you do stuff like that,
yeah,
it kind of seems like, all right. So like you said earlier, is multiple beefs with multiple different groups, and you doing. You're putting all the story behind it. You a great talker, but it make you seem like you lying about something or like you hiding something. They saying like, man, nah, when it comes to business, he's not great or whatever the case may be or whatever they saying. And then you say some shit like on some killing them of kind and shit. It sounds so media trained that everybody just be like, it might be, man. Shout out to Cookies though.
Yeah, no, for
and
sure.
All the other ones.
Like for real, like shout out to Burner.
We
like,
don't know you.
Fuck with Cookies, don't fuck with the prices. I'll be the first to tell you I do not fuck with the prices. But hey, that's what a lot of people gonna say. That a lot of people gonna say they don't mind, but there's cheaper stuff out there that's better, if not just as good.
Better pizza.
But I do fuck with like his whole movement, the clothing. Like he really built a brand. His ability to build a brand was magnificent. And something else I want to talk about is another brand. And that's the Jungle Boys. Now, I am not gonna be biased in this because obviously we know, you know what I'm saying. I'm definitely leaning towards Jungle Boys as opposed to the Cookies. It's no debate.
Jungle Boys in trouble?
No. Hell no.
To say, damn, they doing a royal flush.
Shout out to Ivan. Shout out to TLC. They shared the post today. I fuck with y'all. That's fire. But yeah. Anyway, so. Team Jungle Boys. Nah, but I fuck with both though. I fuck with a lot of them. But another thing, first smoke of the day, Ivan was on there. He was doing an interview. The Cookies thing gets brought up. They were talking. This is back, I think. Don't quote me on none of this. I could be fucking it all up. Go watch the episode. Spitball the number. Episode 33 of First Smoke of the Day. I don't know. But if I was correct, bro, if I was fucking right, I want to say 23. Fuck it. If I was right, hey, man, you got to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell. All that shit. Whatever.
Regardless, like it for the effort.
Yeah, exactly. But his ass, Ivan was on there and he was talking about, they brought up the cookie stuff and he was talking about, I'm pretty sure he said like before like Burner was even selling weed or before he's doing a large scale, I think he was just doing the merch because I think he started the clothing first and then he started doing the weed. Or like remember, I'm pretty sure he made like his first $1 million in clothing before. I could be fucking all this.
Nah, he worked at the
he worked at the dispensary.
He was like the manager.
But his clothing like really built up. Like it took over. Like I think he said his because he made millions.
As far as I know, Burner, I know it definitely his clothing was definitely holding up for a lot. But as far as I know about Burner's story, he lived in Cali in the Bay. His dad cheated, so he moved to Arizona. He saved up $1,000, flew to Cali.
Yeah, he bought packs in Arizona. Or bought packs in Cali and go to Arizona.
He was doing that and then moved to Cali, and then he was moving. He got a job at the dispensary he kept going to. Then he was moving weight, and then he started.
Well, he was their sales team. Like he would buy the packs from the plugs and shit like that.
And worked
but
up
they would tell
manager.
him that they were like, you just got to buy for $2,000. We want $2,000 out of it. So he would pay whatever the business's cut is, but then he would like charge the person a little extra so he can make some money on the side. I think that's how it went. I was like, he's a businessman. Yeah, you gotta get yours. He was getting his bread on top of getting bread. So that shout out to him. But I think this is before like he was really big into the weed.
Yeah, the clothing thing didn't go crazy.
His clothing was going crazy at the time. His weed wasn't so crazy, I would say. Well, I'm not gonna say I would say. I just don't know.
It was pre-cookies.
It was. Well, it was cookies. It was just like the clothing side.
It was pre
like global cookies.
Yeah,
it was like the starter cookies. And he was like, Ivan, they were at like some convention or whatever. He ain't have no weed. Burner had no weed or something like that, so he got with the Jungle Boys. Like, shit, we you know what I'm saying? We'll provide you the weed. You got the backpack. He had like backpacks or some shit like that. He had merch. It's like, shit, you got the merch. You sing on the merch. Shit, we got the weed. So boom, collab, whatever. And from there, I was kind of like, I don't remember everything about it because it's so long ago since I watched the episode. But there was something said in there to where I was like, hold on, they don't fuck with each other no more. And like, wait, this motherfucker ain't have it like that back then. Hold on, is there some cap going on? And I done said this several times. I done said I'm not going to downplay nobody because I could probably say some shit. I'm light skinned. Somebody might not believe me. but you know.
And I'm dark, so I fuck around say some shit. You believe me?
Yeah, you like
lying.
I robbed a nigga this morning before I woke up,
and you believe me.
What sense that make? I robbed a nigga this morning before I woke up. you sleep?
If I told you I robbed somebody this morning, you would believe me. But if I told you, man, I was at work at 5 this morning, man, stop fucking lying.
Yeah,
bro.
but I ain't down. Shout out to Cookies, man. Shout out to Burn, all that. But like I said, it just all them situations. They just really seemed to be something that was just like
something's fishy.
Something's off. Speaking of fishes, bro, I just want to quickly talk about this. America is. I'm not gonna speak for the entire America. I will speak for a majority, or not majority. I'll just say a percentage of America. I won't say whether it's majority or lower or whatever. But in this instance, it seems to be majority. Some racist shit going on. And you can say it ain't. You can call it what you want. But you know they recast it, or they redid The Mermaid. They made a live action shit, right? Mm-hmm. I forgot her name. It's one of the twins. They really popping right now.
Either, not Chloe, bitch. What's the other one?
Chloe and
but Cynthia?
One of them, right?
Chloe and Holly, that's what it is. Yeah. I think it's Holly is the one who's the Little Mermaid.
She's a Little Mermaid, bro. They put that shit on YouTube. Guess how many fucking dislikes? This shit got like 1 million, almost 2 million dislikes.
Was she black?
Compared to like 400,000, like, so it's got like triple the amount of dislikes than it has likes. Like that's crazy. Like we getting like 98. Most people getting 90% like plus for likes. You know, not too many people is getting reversed for dislikes.
Especially a big company like.
And a lot of people are saying that. Now, what I don't get about it is I get it like, you know what I'm saying, recasting people. You see certain characters, you be like, well, this character has a look, whether it's a hero or somebody, whether it's the color or whatever. Like there's a look like Superman. Not too many people could play Superman. Just because you do the little hair, you don't look. You know what I'm saying? That don't make you a good Superman. Green Lantern, for instance.
Michael B. Jordan, you can't be fucking Superman.
Hell no. Fucking exactly.
Can't be everybody, bro.
Incidents like that, right?
You're fucking up the universe.
Incidents like that. Now, and in Green Lantern is black. Then we can all
anybody there's can multiple be Green Lantern. We're not watching.
Yeah, anybody can be Green Lantern, but we fought with the OG. Well, I don't know if he's OG, but John, whatever his name is.
The cartoon black dude?
Yeah. That's like Green Lantern to me, but somebody might say it's fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what I know.
So
that's Deadpool forever.
Yeah, so like I get like sticking to the cast, sticking to like the whole like look of them and everything, but I was like, the fact that y'all like really like mad that it's like they recap, like so what?
Niggas can't swim.
Yeah, like
shut the fuck up.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, but there's a few people that was like, I just wish I like her. I can't wait to see it. I've seen a lot of positivity in the comments. The likes might have said something. I'm
not watching it, but I support it.
Nah, for sure. If it's on like Disney Plus, I may just watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like movies with singing though. I hated High School Musical. All that shit was so annoying. Like the musicals are just like shut the fuck up. That's why I can't watch Footloose.
I never even thought about watching Footloose. That's great. I watched Hairspray.
Yeah, I did watch Hairspray. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a lot of singing. Grease too. All them shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You wanna when you watch these musicals, you wanna watch a fucking movie, and then all of a sudden he starts singing for 4 minutes. You like, damn, God, I forgot what this shit is. And he dead ass too,
yeah, bro. And especially sometimes when you think it's over, and then they switch to a whole different like beat or whatever, and it's like it like dies down. The next thing you know, another character comes in and it picks back up. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up with this.
The whole Hairspray with
they going down the street. They fucking everybody's just joining in on the fucking like how obvious this is not finna happen.
I'm ugly. Then they get to singing about how ugly they are. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh my god,
what happened?
That was a good one.
Sweeney Todd.
It's like, yo, this is not normal.
Have you ever watched Sweeney Todd?
What's that?
Probably the best musical that I've ever seen. It's not
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, it's what's the dude wife who's shitting in the bed?
Johnny Depp.
Damn, I feel bad. That's what you know him for. Johnny Depp. He was the dude that was Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd's a demon barber from Fleet Street. Some UK shit. He was like some sort of demon, but he was actually a barber. And one day he was in jail for a minute. He got out. And he was just cutting hair, and somebody said something he didn't like, and he was like, and he just started doing it. And he was killing everybody. And his girl that he was living with was literally just making pie out of them. Like on some shepherd's pie, which is a meat pie.
That sounds familiar.
She was making pot pies out of people.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's evil.
It's a great, but you would forget it's a musical.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie,
bro. I don't know why I thought we was talking about real life. I was just so that made it a little bit more gross, a little bit less gross to me.
Probably did happen in real life though.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
They
be getting these ideas from somewhere because some shit be happening. It's like, why would it?
Yeah, it's a good movie though. It's the best musical I ever seen. That's the only one I wasn't mad about seeing that it was a musical. Johnny Depp did his thing. Shout out to his girl. Stop shit on the bed.
Shit, even. I was trying to think what other movies, like some serious ass movies or some comedies that had that shit. That shit.
Singing?
Yeah, musicals is just a genre, right? That's a genre. That shit.
It should be. I hope they're not spilling over.
Everything.
Keep that shit where it's at. You fuck up the whole movie with that.
Keeping shit where it's at, bro. I forgot about this shit. Illinois. Apparently, you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Bro, Illinois starting 2023. The motherfucking Purge type shit. Now I ain't saying like the Purge, but
there's
clickbait, the Purge in Illinois.
There's a list. Yeah, the clip is definitely gonna be called that. There's a list of crimes that's gonna be in front of my face of shit that is not detainable, like aggravated assault and all type of shit. And he gonna look it up. I'm gonna talk about. So there's a bunch of crimes that you would normally you would call in and be like, all right, I need help. Like this dude is out there XYZ, and the cops will pull up so they can all right, let me hurry up and get there to save this person. For whatever reason, the city that was just named the most beautiful city is deciding.
You just told me that shit too.
Yeah. Well, the capital of that state is deciding to come out with this law that makes non-detainable offenses, which my boy is about to provide for y'all.
All right, starting first. Okay, so among that list of non-detainable offenses is going to be aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced homicide, intimidation. I'm intimidated. Kidnapping. Wow. Robbery, second-degree murder, and then threatening a public official. Now that is, you look at that and it's like non-detainable. What the fuck that mean? It's pretty much saying, okay, like they're, just because you say, hey, so-and-so did this, well, wait till the court figures it out, and then from there, you're going to get sentenced, but we're not going to detain them in incidents until we actually know. So it's like, you kind of see what I'm saying? Like,
can you explain to them why that's so dangerous? Just pick any crime and just say why it's dangerous for somebody who did that crime to be out.
Let's go with the obvious, second-degree murder, right? Just the name alone, you got murder. I don't know exactly what second degree is. I know first degree is like the highest offense.
Yeah, like the one, or premeditated murder. Does that fall into first degree? Or is it something different?
See, I don't know.
All right, well,
murder is murder, though.
Murder is murder. Third degree murder is usually like the ones that couldn't get manslaughter, but second degree murder is right in the middle. So you might have gotten into a fight and didn't mean for the person to die. They fuck around and die, but you don't got a lawyer. Second degree murder. Let's just go with that. Second degree murder, usually they'll be detained or something because or
it could be, because that sounds kind of like self-defense, or what it could be kind of related to that. Say it's like this: you fighting somebody, right? You defending yourself, and then boom, before you get your gun out, your knife out, or anything like that, you're now in control of the situation. You got the person knocked out, he not waking up, and then from there you proceed to kill him. I think that would be more like a second degree murder. Like you became the aggressor. You became the aggressor. Like you got into an altercation, is which led you to killing the dude, but you were no longer acting in self-defense.
I was more so thinking from
and
the
aspect.
I
just split it that ball. Boy, that shit just came from the dome. I just made that shit up, but it sound good. Bro.
It might be it. Don't worry, it's gonna be on the screen. They finna see. They were like, one of them dumb as hell. Oh, yeah. I was thinking more of an aspect of
comment down below
murder.
Who's dumber.
Felony murder is like no matter what's going on, it's a murder that was done in the middle of a felony. Like if you was to go buy some weed in an illegal state, and just so happened that the plug tried to rob you and you boomed his ass with a legal firearm, it's like, damn, boy.
Right, and you wrong. Why you buying weed?
If you wasn't buying weed, no problem. But because you buying weed, it's a felony murder. That's what I was thinking, second degree. But either way, somebody who might have been guilty of second degree. No, we're not gonna use that because we all know for sure. Burglary. Somebody
known for hide your kids, hide your wife. You got somebody breaking in.
He kicking doors. He jumping through windows. Motherfucking cat burglar. No bullshit. He jumping through your windows, taking everything in sight. Now he got locked up because he got caught doing it. Now he know he got a court date coming up, and he need a lawyer. Do you think
no cash bails? No cash bails. That
no
shit
cash
crazy.
bails. If you got a mama with a piece of furniture that still didn't give up on you, She put her house up. That was for bonds back in the day and shit like that. It might just be that.
Hold on. It's like they purpose. Somebody's son or daughter must be locked up and they trying to really help them out right now, is what it seems like. Because you can even see the officer, like the captain that's reading this shit off, the video I saw, you can see he just like, you can see he genuinely pissed about it.
Yeah, I seen it.
But at the end of the day, he is an employee, so he has to abide by the laws. He just enforces them. And you can see how like dumb he thinks it, but obviously he'll get in a lot of trouble if he says
I just don't understand.
But I can see them standing up eventually because that shit wild. But then even then, it's even better because you just because you can get out on some simple shit like that for committing some crazy ass crimes on this list. Guess what? While you're out, they put you on an ankle monitor, or whatever, or you're on house arrest, or you just in that like waiting until your next hearing, whatever, waiting to be convicted. Say you violate your probation or violate your house arrest or whatever conditions for your release, and the cops got to come get you. Right? It used to be you violate something, they can get you right away. Now, 48 hours, they can't do nothing until after 48 hours. And the motherfucker said somebody could be in Alaska by that time, so somebody could have got out burgling, right? They get out.
Exactly
they get out.
They
exactly.
Yeah, you know he wasn't fucking with
exactly. They get out after just robbing some shit, kidnapping some shit, whatever. They get out on their no cash bond, and then they violate their probation. Hey, y'all need to come get him. Oh no, we'll come get him in 48 hours, and he don't kidnap like fucking shit. I don't know how many people you can kidnap in a fucking day, or 2 days, but I'm assuming his little crazy ass or her crazy ass got a lot. If y'all are familiar with
the show, The First 48, their whole thing is that the most evidence and the most effective they can be is in the first 48 hours after the crime has been committed. So when you take
this shit was on purpose.
When you taking this 48 hours out, it's literally asking for, like, that's why they call it the purge thing. All the stuff on that list is crazy. Aggravated assault, I can go beat the shit out of you to the point where you damn near about to check out. They can't hold me until they come up with evidence, and I'm just going to tell them that you hit me first.
And then these motherfuckers, trespassers. Say you got somebody, they said that the dude, this is an example. Say you got somebody sleeping in your shed, staying in your shed. They just decide, like, talking about earlier, callback, they don't want it. They've been broke. They had a house. They lost their house. But now they see you got a house, so they going to come take your house or come stay in your house with
Squatters.
You. Right? They just come pull up. It's like, fuck it. We here now. They trespassers, right? But you can't do nothing about it. Well, hold on. I ain't going to say you can't do nothing about it. The cops can't do nothing about it, but give them a ticket. They can't remove them. But then this is what I like about what he said. He said, so, yep, you can see the disgust in his face. He's like, we can the most we could do is cite them with a ticket. It's gonna be up to you on how you deal with that and what level you use. Mm-hmm. So pretty much hitting, kind of like, I hope you kill these niggas. Like
that's
they
exactly
in your crib. That's what I got from that. I was like, hey, you better kill their ass.
We not coming over there to go deal with that. But if he on your land, you technically not in the wrong. Even though it could have been some shit where it's like this person was drunk, he didn't know where he was at, or this person might have had the wrong house, or they trying to look for you for a civil dispute or something. The cop gonna tell the people on the phone gonna tell you, man, we ain't nothing we can do about that. Bust his ass and hang up on you. Mm-hmm.
And then when they come and they, you know what I'm saying, they trying to piece together, was it trespassing or did you just, this dude was walking on the highway, you shot him and dragged him to the yard, whether you trying to stage it or not, like, are you making this up? They gonna, I'm just saying if they were like investigating it, but they gonna be like, I mean, even if then they try to say like you set this up and you purposely killed this dude, they try to pull that BS. Guess what? No cash bond. Your little second-degree murder will say that second-degree murder. You out. But I mean, somebody trespassing, you defending yourself. Now I'm not saying you gonna.
They gonna have to bump your shit up to premeditated murder and give you the first degree just to hold you, so they can make sure they keep the streets clean. That sounds crazy as fuck.
Going to somebody's shed, you shriek.
They literally telling you, man, you gotta take care of. I mean, there's always been the stand your ground, Second Amendment, all that shit. I think
that type of shit comes into play.
Is they literally pushing you into it, like, yo.
It should be like cops shouldn't have to respond to some petty shit like a house party. Man, ask your neighbors to turn the music down. Like, go genuinely ask them nicely, hey, excuse, you don't gotta go over there and be no dickhead. It's all about tact and all about handling stuff the right way. Go there and be like, hey, excuse me, not. I mean, we all know, we can assume how a lot of it's going to go for the most part, especially if you're like an old white woman. They're going to assume you being a Karen or Chad or Chris,
but
whatever the dude is.
What about the neighbor that's an asshole?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because you can come over there and somebody be like, oh, yeah. Like, if you're in a nice neighborhood, they could be like, oh, yeah, we got you if it's some mature, audience, neighbors, whatever. But if it's some younger folks or whatever.
A young Thundercat.
Yeah,
like that.
right. and then you go over there and you be like, hey, can you turn it down?
You be like, get on my face, you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Shit.
As no, not you. I'm saying as the person that is, he don't have guns, so that's why that one's also important. We talking about somebody trespassing and they telling you buses that if you don't got guns and there's somebody on your fucking property that you feel like, all right, he about to cause me danger, and the cops saying, and they know what we could do about it.
Be there in 48. You'll be on the next episode.
What happens to them? Because there are people who don't support like the use of firearms or
that
violence.
shit mad corny.
There's pacifists and shit. There's pacifists and all type of shit. People who don't want to get into that type of stuff.
Shit.
What do you tell them? Do you tell them figure it the fuck out? Do you tell them to stop the violence and don't buy firearms? Or do you tell them, I'll see you in 2 days?
See ya. Won't want to be ya.
Hey, man. It's you.
And then fucking the midterms coming up. Hopefully that he can help out with that shit. Somebody could change them rules right there before 2023. And whoever got to vote that shit out, because that shit crazy. It might got some other good stuff in there, but that little section right there, the law enforcement shit, is wild. And then with the midterms coming up, I hope Biden get their shit together. They don't look like they're going to do anything about cannabis, even though my dog. Yeah. I ain't going to say my dog. Hold on. I did say my dog on accident. My president.
Oh, clarify. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, when I say my president, I ain't talking about, yeah, it's my president. We'll say Joe, right? I don't fuck with him. Let's get that out the way. But his ass fucking, he had promised, releasing people from jail. He don't think people should be arrested for cannabis, blah, 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 little possession charges.
That was kind of one of his main points.
Midterms coming up. Yeah, right. He sold that shit whatever, right? And then now you got his ass, the midterms coming up. Motherfuckers is trying to vote you out. Like, I don't know how that's going to go, but you got one chance to save face, and probably the best thing you could do is literally, for one, giving people the right to, helping out and giving people the right to choose their abortion. That's a big thing. People should be allowed to do that type of stuff. Like, especially if you was raped or something like that, you should be able to abort. Some people may feel different, but that's like,
it's your choice.
You're wild if you think otherwise.
If you're a guy in the comments and you're about to be like, man, abortion's wrong, mind your fucking business.
Oh, God.
I know it might seem like, I made half of the baby, but you don't got to carry it. The one who carrying it got to deal with most of this shit. Because in theory, she could be pregnant and we can go fuck 1,000 hoes while she pregnant and just live our life. They won't even notice until like, shit, I got to go buy this baby something. But
how many nuts ago were you?
Exactly. You don't even remember. You're like, damn, but I thought I beat it.
9 months?
I thought I flushed you. But you got a real kid out here. She been sitting there up in there 9 months. She couldn't smoke a blunt, couldn't drink a margarita, couldn't have a llamarita, nothing. So then just mind your business. Let that one slide.
That would be one way for his ass to save face. Another way would be him fucking legalizing weed, like federally legalizing that shit.
And the third way.
And releasing people. Like
okay.
That was like your 2 selling points. What's the
third final way, one of your main selling points was the student loan shit. Now, I didn't
That's in the works though, ain't it?
Allegedly.
I've seen a lot of memes and shit about it lately.
I didn't know that there were people that exist that are mad about it. I seen a couple. Okay, one example, because we are at the hour mark. I'm gonna make it quick. There was one example of this girl that was like, when I hit 18, I enlisted in the Air Force and I served in order to get my education. So you having to pay for your education is not my problem. Shorty, if you don't mind your motherfucking business, god damn. Okay, we get it. You getting that military money, you out the way, you ain't worried about no tuition or no money right now. There are people that still broke. You couldn't just let that post slide like, he ain't talking to me.
That's the thing.
And what's gonna come out your taxes? Man, we getting waxed on these fucking taxes anyway.
No matter what. They gonna
I don't
find
know
a new
where
thing
these bitches going,
They
but
got taxes within the taxes.
I know a pair of Concord 11s come out my check every month. At least. I don't know where the fuck it's going. I don't give a damn. They gonna take it regardless. But for me to be like, well, because I did this to pay for my education, and they might have took out some student loans because they wanted the same education, and me to have a problem with that, boy, you are a dick sucker.
To end it, one thing I want to say about that is that's just to be able to relate it in anything in life. Just because somebody else got something and they got it easier than you or they got it harder than you, but most people gonna have a problem if somebody got something easier. I'm not gonna say most people, but that's where the problem comes when somebody got something easier than you. It's like, somebody gonna be like, why the fuck he get like, say you win the lottery right now. Some people would sit here and be like,
why I ain't winning?
Bro, I was one number off,
that
bro.
That nigga been fresh since high school. Why the fuck he get more money?
Yeah,
he like, always been straight.
Like, let that shit go. Like, people gonna win. People, you don't know what they work for. You don't know what going behind the scenes. You don't know what they had to go through. All you do is seeing them win in that instance. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate on that shit. Like, respect that shit no matter what. Like, they got it at the end of the day. No matter how they got it, it might have been a fucked up way, but they got it. Now, stop giving yourself them excuses. Like, yeah, well, he robbed somebody to get that. That don't mean you got to go do that. That don't mean you got to stoop to that level. Like, figure your shit out and get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit should be motivation.
Stop judging people's story on the chapter you fucking came in on. You don't know what the fuck happened in chapter 1 through 7. But because you seen 8, I just got a Rolex, you like, yeah, this nigga a bitch. He ain't never, he spoon fed and everything. Whole time, this nigga been through everything. He really just stole that watch. He just waiting for the cops to come get him and shit. He just living it up on Instagram real quick. Yo ass eating it up like a groupie. Goofy ass nigga.
Exactly. And just because, you know what I'm saying, we almost at, 800 subscribers, don't mean, you know what I'm saying, we blow up tomorrow, hit 100K. Hey, make that happen. But don't mean if we blow up tomorrow, hit 100K, like, we any better than somebody else with less, or like, somebody got to hate on us and be like, bro, I remember I just watched them. They had 700. Now they got 700,000. Like, what the fuck? They don't deserve that shit. Blah, 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 blah.
They wasn't getting no views.
They just be like, damn, bro. You ain't see the 2 years prior to that motherfuckers had to go through, right?
Hey, I'm going to say this.
But fuck with us.
Don't fuck with us. But I'm going to tell you this before I get up out of here. To everybody that feels the need to have to steal, slime people out, all that other shit, it's not worth it. Because what you gonna do is you gonna steal, rob, kill, do all this shit your whole life. Then you gonna get your karma. You gonna end up getting shot or go to jail or something. Then your mama gonna end up on the news talking about my son was a good boy. I don't know what happened. Then you gonna be in the hood frying fish and expecting us to buy a place to bury your broke puss ass. It's no point. Go get a job, bro. It's no point. You ain't, we ain't, the gangster shit, the street shit is so lame.
Corny as fuck.
The shooter shit, that, I don't know how that became the popular thing, but I remember when it used to be like, oh, you know, he be robbing people's houses. We be like, oh, that's some dirty nigga. Like, what are you doing jumping in people's cribs? But now that's the popular thing, bro, cut it out.
And not even that it's in the dark. It's just like motherfuckers doing that publicly, so... The only thing we want y'all to publicly do is like, comment, and subscribe to this motherfucking video. And make sure you comment.
Come on now.